Obadiah is one of my favorite books in the Old Testament. Let's dive into it. What does the book of Obadiah teach us about God?
Well, right off the bat, we learn that God is absolutely opposed to sin. In fact, he hates it.
In chapter 1, verse 3, it says that the pride of your heart has deceived you. You who dwell in the clefts of the rock in your high place, you say in your heart, who will bring me down to the ground? Will not my feet slip? Obadiah says that Edom is arrogant and they think they're better than everyone else. They're proud and they've been lifted up because they're at the top of a mountain. They feel like they're invincible and nothing can touch them. But Obadiah says their feet are going to slip. Their pride is going to be their destruction. We learn that God hates pride, but he also hates oppression. In verse 4 it says, "For thus says the Lord God, the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, a fire shall devour the whole nation of Edom, and it shall consume all that is found there, both beast and man, and shall leave it a desolate waste." What's happening here is that God is saying that Edom has been oppressive towards his people, the Israelites, and he's going to judge them for it. God hates oppression. Now, what's interesting about this judgment is that it's not just against Edom. It's also against anyone who oppresses God's people. And so if we're Christians, we have to remember that when someone is oppressing God's people, God is going to be against them. We see this in chapter 1, verse 10, where it says, "For the violence against brother Jacob, for the destruction and the perpetual hostility, and for the pride and the boastings which they have restored to the house of Israel, hear this now. Therefore, thus says the Lord." So you can see here that God is saying that Edom has offended him in 4 different ways. Number 1, the violence against his brother Jacob. Jacob, of course, being Israel. No. 2, the destruction that they caused. Verse 3, they destroyed everything that was valuable to Israel. That's why it says that they would devour the whole nation. No. 3, it's the perpetual hostility. They had an ongoing hatred towards God's people. And then number 4, it was their pride. They thought that they were better than Israel. Friends, as we close, let's make sure that we do UNT follow in the footsteps of Edom, and that we do UNT have this prideful heart that leads to our destruction. Instead, let's humble ourselves before God and acknowledge that he is God and we are not. Let's bow the knee to him and put our trust in Jesus Christ, who is the only way to salvation. Amen.